ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Hey, get out of here! Bah humbug!
My name is Jacob Marley, and I am dead. Oh no, there's no doubt that I am dead. The register of my burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and by my chief mourner, Ebenezer Scrooge. I present him to you, Ebenezer Scrooge, England's most tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner. Secret and self-contained and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him freezes his old features, nips his pointed nose, shrivels his cheek, stiffens his gait, makes his eyes red, his thin lips blue, and speaks out shrewdly in his grating voice. Look at him. Look at him.
They owe me money, and I will collect. I'll have them jailed if I have to. They owe me money, and I'll collect what is due me.
He and I were partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was my sole executor, my sole assign, my sole administrator, my sole residuary legatee, my sole friend, and my sole mourner. But Scrooge was not so cut up by the sad event that was my death, but that he was an excellent man of business on the very day of my funeral, and solemnized it with an undoubted bargain. He never painted out my name from the window. There it stands at the window and above the warehouse door, Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to our business call him Scrooge, and sometimes they call him Marley. He answers to both names. It's all the same to him. And it's cheaper than painting in a new sign, isn't it? Nobody has ever stopped him in the streets to say with gladsome look, "My dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me?" No beggars implored him to bestow a trifle. No man or woman now, not once nor ever in his life, have inquired the way to such and such a place. But what does Scrooge care in any of this? It is the very thing he likes, to edge his way along the crowded paths of life, warning all human sympathy to keep his distance. The bell tolls, and I must take my leave. You must stay here a while with Scrooge and watch him play out his Scroogey life. It is now the story, the once upon a time. Scrooge is busy in his counting house. Where else? Christmas Eve, and Scrooge is busy in his counting house. It is cold, bleak, biting weather outside, foggy withal. And if you listen closely, you can hear the people in the courts wheezing up and down, beating their hands upon their breasts, and stamping their feet upon the pavement stones to warm them. Only 3, and quite dark outside already. It has not been light all day this day.
acting cold, are you? Next, you'll ask to replenish your coal from my coal box, won't you? Save your breath, Cratchit, unless you're ready to find employ elsewhere.
A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle. God save you.
Bah humbug.
Christmas? A humbug, Uncle? I'm sure you don't mean that.
I do. What right do you have to be married? What reason do you have to be married? You're poor enough.
Come then. What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Bah humbug.
Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be, eh? When I live in a world with such fools as this. What's Christmas time to you but a time of paying bills with no money? A time of being a year older and not an hour richer? If I could work my will, every idiot with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and stabbed with a stake of holly through the heart. He should!
Uncle.
Keep Christmas time in your own way, nephew, and I'll keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it, Uncle.
Let me leave it alone, then. Much good it's ever done you.
There are many things from which I have derived good by which I have not profited, I dare say. Christmas among the rest, but I am sure that I have always thought of Christmas time, when it does come round, as a good time. The only time I know of when men and women seem to open their shut-up hearts freely, and to think of people below them as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave, and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good, and that it will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Let me hear another sound out of you, and you'll keep Christmas time by losing your situation. You're a very good speaker, nephew. Why don't you join Parliament?
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
I'd rather see myself dead than with your family.
But why? Why?
Tell me, nephew, why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
That, sir, is the only thing you've ever said in your entire lifetime more ridiculous than Merry Christmas. Good afternoon, nephew.
Nay, Uncle, you never came to see me before I married either. Why give it as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon, nephew.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. But I have made the trial in homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
Uncle, you are the most... No, I shan't. My Christmas humor is intact. God bless you, Uncle. Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit.
And a Merry Christmas to you, sir. And a very Happy New Year.
Perfect. Just perfect. The two of you. Husbands with wives and children to take care of. My clerk there, not making more than 15 shillings a week. Just perfection. I'll retire to Bedlam.
He's impossible.
So, mind him not, sir. He's getting on in years, and he's alone. He's noticed your visit, and I'll wager your visit has warmed him.
Him? Uncle Ebenezer Scrooge? Warmed? You are a better Christian than I am, sir.
A Merry Christmas, sir. God bless.
God bless.
May I help you, ladies?
Scrooge Marley's, I believe. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Marley's been dead these 7 years. He died 7 years ago, this very day.
We have no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner.
Good day.
This will take but a moment, sir.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessities. Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
Are the union workhouses in full order then?
They are.
Still, I wish I could say that they are not.
Is the poor law and the treadmill in full vigor then?
Both very busy, sir.
I see. Because from what you are saying, I assumed these establishments had stopped. I see. I'm glad.
Under the impression that they scarcely furnish Christian cheer of the mind or body to the multitude, a few of us are endeavoring to raise a small fund to buy the poor some meat and drink, means of warmth. We choose this time because it's a time of all others when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. What shall I put you down for, sir?
Nothing.
You wish to be left anonymous?
I wish to be left alone! Since you asked me what I wish for, that is my answer, ladies. To continue to support these establishments. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there.
But many cannot go there, and many would rather die.
If they would rather die, then they better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Besides, I don't know any of that.
But you might know it.
I don't. It's enough for a gentleman to know only his own business. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, ladies.
But sir, Mr. Scrooge, think of the poor.
You had better leave my offices while I am still smiling.
A good day, sir. A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
And a Merry Christmas to both of you.
What's this? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Less a time of year for being merry, and more a time of year for being loony, if you ask me.
I don't know about that, sir. Well, there it is, eh? 6?
Saved by 6 bells, are you?
I must be going home.
And you'll be wanting the whole day off tomorrow, I suppose.
Quite convenient, sir.
It's not, and it's not fair. If I were to stop half a crown, you'd find yourself ill-used. I'll be bound.
I don't know, sir.
It's not fair that I have to pay a whole day's wages for no work.
It's only but once a year, sir.
Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. You'll be here all the earlier the next day for it. Understand?
I will, sir. I will. I promise. Oh, and sir.
Don't say it, Cratchit. I warn you.
But let me wish you a...
Cratchit!
Sir.
Cratchit.
All right, then. Well... A Merry Christmas, sir. A very Happy New Year.
Away in a manger, no Christmas.
Bah humbug, Christmas! Bah humbug! What are you looking at? Mind your own business. Not very festive, are you, huh? No light, no moon at all. This is what's at the very center of Christmas Eve. Nothing but dark, black void. No, no, no. How now, spirit? What do you want of me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your business partner, Jacob Marley.
I see. Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then.
I shall. You don't believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because every little thing can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach can make them cheat. You might be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese. There's more of gravy than of grave about you. Whatever you are. Mercy! Mercy, oh dreadful apparition! Why do you haunt me so?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do! I must! Why do spirits such as yourself roam the earth? What do they want from me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. But if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it, link by link and yard by yard. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know, you, Scrooge, the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was full and heavy and long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Jacob, oh Jacob Marley, please speak comfort to me.
I have none to give. Comfort comes from other regions, Ebenezer Scrooge, and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. A very little more is all that is permitted to me. I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. In life, my spirit never walked beyond our counting house. Mark me. In life, my spirit never roved beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole, and weary journeys lie before me.
You are always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, benevolence were all my business. Hear me, Ebenezer Scrooge. My time is nearly gone.
I will. Don't be harsh upon me, and please don't be flowery, Jacob. Pray.
How is it that I appear before you in a shape that you can see? I may not tell. I have sat, invisible, beside you for many and many a day. That is no light part of my penance. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring, Ebenezer.
You're always a good friend, Jacob. I thank ye.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
This isn't the chance and hope you were talking about, is it?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first one tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I just take them all at once and get it over with?
Expect the second one upon the next night, at the same hour. The third upon the next night, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more. Others may, but you may not. And look that, for your sake, you remember what has passed between us.
No, Jacob! Don't go, Jacob! I'm frightened! No one here. No one at all. Did I imagine all that? Humbug! It only took place in the most foulest of dreamland. Simply an undigested bit of beef. Sorry! Sorry!
Like the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
From this point forth, I will be quite visible to you, but invisible to him. For we are, unless my senses fail me completely, witness to the changing of a miser. That one, my partner in business, life, and in eternity. That one, Scrooge. See him there. He endeavors to pierce the darkness with his ferret eyes. See him there. He listens for the hour.
Midnight? This is impossible. It was past 2 when I went to bed. An icicle must have gotten stuck in the clock's works. Yes. It's not possible that I've slept through an entire day and well into another night. Quiet, cold, normal for this time of season. It is certainly not noon. I cannot in any way afford to lose my days. Securities comes due, interest on investments, promissory notes. These are all things that happen in the daylight. Was this all a dream?
You see, he is not with faith. Believe in me fully, even still. Whatever will it take to turn the faith of a miser from money to men?
In another quarter, Marley's ghostly friends will come. Where's the heavy chime for the bell of 1? A quarter past. Half past. A quarter to it. Where's the heavy chime for the bell of 1? This is a game in which I lose my senses. Perhaps if I allowed myself another short doze.
Doze, Ebenezer, doze.
A hand! Who owns it? Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am. Does he take this to be a vision of his green grocer?
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
Your past.
And what is your business with me?
Your welfare.
Well, I don't take any offense to this, and I am plenty obliged by your concern, but it would have done all the better for my welfare to have been left alone and able to just sleep through the night.
Your reclamation then. Take heed.
My what?
Rise, fly with me.
I'm mortal. I cannot fly.
Bear but a touch of my hand here, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
I was bred in this place. I was a boy here.
You see this Scrooge? Stricken by feeling, conscious of 1,000 odors floating in the air, each one connected with 1,000 thoughts and hopes and joys and care, long, long forgotten. This one, this Scrooge, before your very eyes returns to life among the living. You'd best pay your most careful attention.
Your lip is trembling, Mr. Scrooge. And what is that upon your cheek?
Nothing. A blemish on the skin from eating overmuch grease. Spirit, lead me where you will, but quickly, to linger in this place. For me, it is unbearable.
You recollect the way?
Remember it. I know it blindfolded. There's my bridge, my church, and my winding river.
These are but shadows of things that have been. They have no consciousness of us.
Listen, I know these men. I remember their song and how much joy it brought me.
But why do you remember it so happily? It is Merry Christmas that they say to one another. What is Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge? Out upon Merry Christmas, right? What good has Merry Christmas ever done you, Mr. Scrooge?
None. No good. None at all.
Look you, sir, a school ahead. The schoolroom is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
I cannot look at him.
You must, Mr. Scrooge, you must.
This boy. It's me. Left alone. Inside his head. I wish. It's too late now.
What's the matter?
There was a boy singing a Christmas carol inside my office. I had liked to have given him something. That's all.
Come, let us see another Christmas.
It's me. Older. Yes. Still alone.
Dear, dear brother, I have come to bring you home.
Home, little fan?
Yes, home for good and all. Father is so much kinder than he ever used to be, and home's like heaven. He spoke so gently to me one dear night when I was going to bed that I was not afraid to ask him once more if he might come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me in a coach to bring you. And you're to be a man, and I'm never to come back here. But first, we're to be together all the Christmas long and have the merriest time in the world.
You're quite a woman, little fan.
Bring down Master Scrooge's travel box at once. He is to travel.
Who is that, Ebenezer?
Oh, quiet, fan. It is the schoolmaster himself.
Master Scrooge.
Hello, schoolmaster. I'd like you to meet my little sister, Fan, sir.
Please, sir.
You are to travel, Master Scrooge.
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
Fan!
What's this?
Pardon, sir, but I believe you forgot to say your goodbye to my brother, Ebenezer, who stands still now awaiting it. Pardon, sir.
Oh, well then, goodbye, Ebenezer.
Goodbye, schoolmaster.
My dear little sister Fan. How I loved her so.
Always a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had.
She died a woman, and had, as I think, children.
One child.
True, your nephew.
Yes.
Fine then, we move on, Mr. Scrooge. That warehouse there, do you know it?
Know it? Wasn't I apprentice here?
We'll have a look.
It's old Fezziwig, alive again. Bless his heart, old Fezziwig, alive. Quitting time.
Quitting time! Yo-ho, Ebenezer! Dick! Yo-ho, my boys, no more work tonight. Hi-li-ho, Dick. Cheer up, Ebenezer. Hi-li-ho, let's clear away and have lots of room. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Where are my daughters? Matthew, fiddle away!
Was it a small matter, really, that Fezziwig made those silly folks so full of gratitude?
Small?
We are blessed, Ebenezer, truly, to have such a master as Mr. Fezziwig.
He is the best, the very and absolute best. If I ever own a firm of my own, I will be sure to treat my apprentices with the same dignity and grace. We have learned a wonderful lesson from the master.
That's a fact, Ebenezer. That is a fact.
Was it not a small matter, really? He spent but a few pounds of his mortal money on your small party.
It wasn't.
3 or 4 pounds, perhaps. Was it so much that he deserves such praise as you and Dick so lavish now?
It wasn't that, Spirit. It wasn't that. Fezziwig had the ability to make us happy or unhappy, to make our toil pleasurable, to make our service burdensome or light.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Something, I suppose.
I like to have said something to my clerk. That is all.
My time grows short. Quick!
It matters little. To you, very little. Another idol has displaced me,
What idol has displaced you?
a golden one.
This isn't even-handed dealing with the world. There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty, and there is nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. Have I not seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one, until the master passion gain engrosses you? Have I not?
No!
What then? Even if I have grown so much, what then? Have I changed towards you?
No.
Am I?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was not another man. I was a boy.
Your own feeling tells you you are not what you are. I am. That which promised us happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now that we are two.
No!
How often, how keenly I have thought of this, I will not say. But it's enough that I have thought of it. I can't release you.
Don't release me, madam!
Have I ever sought release?
In words? No, never.
In what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in everything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight. If this has never happened between us, tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now? Ah, no.
Ah, yes!
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise, heaven knows. But if you're free today, tomorrow, yesterday, could even I believe that you would choose a dowerless girl? You, who in your very confidence with her, weighs everything by gain? Or, choosing her, do I not know your repentance and regret would surely follow? I do, and I release you, with a full heart, for the love of him you once were.
Please.
Please,
Please, you may. The memory of what is past half makes me hope you will. Have pain in this, a very, very brief time. And then you'll dismiss the memory of it as an unprofitable dream, in which it happened, well, that you awoke. You may be happy in this life you've chosen for yourself.
No.
Yourself alone.
No!
Goodbye, Ebenezer.
Don't let her go!
goodbye.
You fool! You mindless loon! You fool!
Fool. Mindless loon. Fool.
Don't say that! Spirit, remove me from this place. I cannot bear it.
I told you that these are shadows of things that have been. They are what they are. Do not blame me, Mr. Scrooge.
Remove me! Haunt me no longer! Take me back, please!
Scrooge must sleep now. He must surrender to the irresistible drowsiness caused by the recognition of what was. He sleeps. For him, there is more trouble ahead. Hear the snoring Scrooge, sleeping to escape the nightmare that is his waking day. What shall I bring for him now? I'm afraid nothing would astonish old Scrooge just now. Not a baby boy, nor rhinoceros, nor anything in between would astonish Ebenezer Scrooge just now. I can think of nothing. That's it. Nothing. I'll have the clock strike 1, and when he awakes, expecting my second visitor, there will be no one. Nothing. I'll have the clock strike 12, and then 1 again, and then nothing. Nothing will astonish him. I think it will work.
One! It's time! It's here! Nothing? Midnight! I'm sleeping in reverse! 1? 1 again? I'm sleeping back and forth! Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Scrooge!
What?
Stay you put!
I was just checking to see if anyone was here.
Ebenezer Scrooge, come in and know me better.
Hello? How should I call you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas present. Have you never seen the like of me before?
Never.
You have never walked forth with younger members of my family? My other brothers born on Christmases past?
I don't think I have. How many brothers do you have?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, last night I learned my lesson on compulsion. Tonight, if you ought to teach me anything, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe. My ghostly friend now leads my living partner through the city streets. See them there and hear the music people make when the weather is severe as it is now.
These revelers, Mr. Scrooge, carry their dinners to their jobs, while they will work to bake the meals the rich men and women of this city will eat as our Christmas dinners. Generous people these, to care for others so.
Hey you, watch where you're going.
Watch it yourself, ma'am.
I pray, go ahead of me. It's Christmas, you be first.
No, I must insist that you be first.
All right, I shall be, and gratefully so.
The pleasure is equally mine, for being able to watch you pass, smiling.
I would find it a shame to quarrel on Christmas Day.
As would I.
Merry Christmas then, friend.
And a Merry Christmas straight back to you.
Spirit, what do you sprinkle from your torch?
Kindness.
Do you sprinkle your kindness on any particular people or on everyone?
To any person kindly given, but to the very poor most of all,
Why to the very poor most?
because the very poor need it the most. Touch my hand, Mr. Scrooge. We have another journey.
What is this place, Spirit?
The home of your employee. Don't you know it?
Cratchit. You mean Cratchit lives here?
None other.
Are these his children?
They're born to come presently.
On his meager earnings? What foolishness!
Foolishness, is it?
What did you say so? 15 shillings a week. That's what I give him.
I would say he gets the pleasure of his family 15 times a week, times the number of hours in a day. Wait, Mr. Scrooge. Wait, listen, and watch. You might actually learn something.
What has ever gone into your precious father then, and your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha weren't so late last Christmas by half an hour. Here's Martha now, Mother.
It's Martha, Mother.
Martha, hello.
Why, bless your heart alive, my dear, how late you are.
Oh, we had a great deal of work to finish up last night and had to clear away this morning, Mother.
Well, never mind, so long as you're come. Here, sit ye down. Lord bless ye.
No, there's Father coming. Hi, Martha, hi.
We're here.
Hide!
Not there, there.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, my dear. Merry Christmas, Peter. Merry Christmas, Belinda. Why, where's Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming upon Christmas Day?
Oh, poor Father, don't be disappointed.
What's this?
It's I.
Martha.
Come, brother. You must come hear the pudding singing in the copper.
The pudding? What flavor have we?
Plum!
Oh, Mother, I love plum.
And how did little Tim behave?
As good as gold. And even better. Somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest things you've ever heard. He told me coming home that he hoped people saw him in the church because he was crippled, and that it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day that lame beggars walk and blind men see. He has the oddest ideas sometimes, but seems all the while to be growing stronger and more hardy. One would never know.
The goose has arrived to be eaten.
Oh, Mama, it's beautiful.
It's a perfect goose, Mother.
To this Christmas goose, Mother and Father.
I say hurrah.
Hurrah!
Thank you, dear Lord, for your many gifts. Our dear children, our wonderful meal, our love for one another, and the warmth of our small fire. Merry Christmas to us, my dear. God bless us.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
God bless us.
God bless us. Everyone.
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat in the porch chimney corner, and a crutch without its owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
Spirit, say that Tiny Tim will survive.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race will find him here. If he be like to die, he'd better go ahead and do it, and decrease the surplus population.
Mr. Scrooge.
Who said that? Who calls?
I'll give you, Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Me, Bob? You toast to me?
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here, that miser Scrooge. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I'd hope he have a good appetite for it.
My dear, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, on which one drinks to the health of such an odious, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge.
Oh, Spirit, must I?
You know he is, Robert. No one knows it as well as you do, poor fellow.
My dear, this is Christmas Day, and I should like to drink to the health of the man who employs me and allows me to earn my living and our support. And that man is Ebenezer Scrooge.
I'll drink to his health for your sake and for the day's, but not for his sake. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Mr. Scrooge, wherever you may be this day.
Just here, madam. Out of sight. Out of sight.
Children,
Merry Christmas to Mr. Scrooge.
I'll pay you 6 pence, Tim, for my favorite song.
Oh, Father, I'd love to sing it, but not for pay. This Christmas goose, this feast, you and Mother, my brother and sister's close with me, that's my pay.
May I sing too, Father?
We'll all sing.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don't we know our gay affair?
Mark my words, Ebenezer Scrooge. I do not present the Cratchits to you because they are handsome or brilliant family. They are not handsome. They are not brilliant. They are not well dressed or tasteful to the times. Their shoes are not even waterproof by virtue of money or cleverness spent. So when the pavement is wet, so are the insides of their shoes and the tops of their toes. These are the Cratchits, Mr. Scrooge. They are not highly special. They are happy, pleased, content with the time and how it passes. They do not sing very well, do they? But, nonetheless, they do sing. Think of that, Mr. Scrooge. 15 shillings a week, and they do sing. Hear their song until its end.
I will. Spirit, I feel that our parting moment is closing in. I must sit on and think about what I have seen here today.
Touch my robe again.
The ghost of Christmas Present, my coworker in this attempt to turn a miser, flies about now with that very miser and points out partygoers on their ways to Christmas parties. One might judge by the amount of people on their way to friendly gatherings that there would be no one left at home to give anyone welcome. But that's not the case, is it? Everyone home is expecting company, and Scrooge is amazed.
Where are we, Spirit?
Don't you recognize them?
It's my nephew, and the one he married.
It strikes me as so funny to think of what he said. That Christmas was a humbug? As I live, he believed it.
More shame for him, Fred.
Well, he's a comical old fellow, that's for sure.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I am sorry for him. I couldn't get angry with him if I tried. Who suffers by his ill whims the most? Himself always.
It's me they talk of, Spirit, isn't it?
Here, wife, consider this. Uncle Scrooge takes it into his own head to dislike us. And he won't come dine with us. What's the consequence?
Oh, you're sweet to say what I think you're about to say too, Fred.
What's the consequence? He don't lose much of a dinner by it, I'll tell you that.
Oh, Fred, indeed. I think he loses a very good dinner. Ask my sisters, or your bachelor friend, Topper. Ask any of them. They'll tell you what old Scrooge, your uncle, miss. A dandy meal.
Well, that's something of a relief. Quite glad to hear it. The truth is, he misses much yet. I mean to give him the same chance every year, whether he likes it or not, for I pity him. Nay, he is my only uncle, and I feel for the old miser. But I tell you, wife, I see my dear and perfect mother's face on his own wizened cheeks and brow, brother and sister they were, and I cannot erase that from each view of him I take.
I understand what you say, Fred, and I am with you in your merely asking. But he never will accept, you know. He never will.
Well, true, wife. Uncle may rail at Christmas till he dies. I think I shook him some with my visit the other day. I refused to grow angry with him, no matter how nasty he became. Woo! It was he who grew angry, wife.
What they say is true, Spirit.
Bah, humbug. There is much laughter in our marriage, wife. It pleases me. You please me.
And you please me, Fred. You're a good man. Come now. We must have a look at the meal. Our guests will soon arrive. My sisters, Topper.
A toast first. A toast to Uncle Scrooge.
A toast to him?
He has given us plenty of merriment, I am sure, and it would be ungrateful not to drink in his health. So, to Uncle Scrooge.
You're a proper loon, Fred. And I'm a proper wife to you. Uncle Scrooge.
Spirit, make me visible. Make me audible. I wish to speak to my niece and nephew.
These shadows are gone to you now, Mr. Scrooge. You may return to them later tonight in your dreams. My time upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
At midnight. The time is drawing near. Hear those chimes? In a quarter hour, my life will have been spent. Look you here, Scrooge man. Look you here.
Who are they?
They are man's children, and they cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This child is ignorance. This child is want. Beware them both in all their degree. But most of all, beware this child, for written on their brow, which is doom, unless all the writing be erased.
Have they no refuge or resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Spirit, don't leave me! I'm frightened!
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Prisons? Workhouses?
Who are you? Oh, yes. I think I know who you are. You are the ghost of Christmas yet to come, are you not? And you are about to show me the shadows of things that will happen, but have not yet happened in time before us. Is that not so, Spirit? O ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But as I hope to live to be another man, and I know that your intention is to do me good, I am prepared to bear your company. Lead on then. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me. Lead on, spirits.
Oh, no. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why, what was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die, really.
God knows. God knows.
What's he done with his money?
I haven't heard. Have you?
Left it to his company, perhaps. Money to money. You know the expression.
Well, he hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
Nor to me. You then? You got his money?
Me? Me his money? No.
It's likely to be a cheap funeral, for upon my life I don't know a living soul who'd care to venture to it. Perhaps we make it a party and volunteer.
I don't mind if lunch is provided, but I must be fed if I make one.
Well then, I'm the most disinterested among you. for I never wear black gloves, and I never eat lunch. But I'll offer to go, if anybody else will. I'm not all sure I wasn't his most particular friend, for we used to stop and speak whenever we met. Well then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Spirit, why do you show me the businessmen on my street as they take the death of Jacob Marley? That is a thing past. You are the future. What now, Spirit? Lead on.
Well, look here, Josephine. Here's a chance. We haven't all three met here without meaning it.
You couldn't have met in a better place. Come into the parlor. You were made free of it long ago, you know, and the other two ain't strangers. We're all suitable to our calling. We're well matched. Welcome in.
What odds, then? What odds, Mrs. Dilber? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's true indeed. No man more so.
Why then, don't stand staring as if he was afraid, woman. Who's the wiser? We're not going to pick holes in each other's coats, I suppose.
No, indeed. We should hope not.
Very well, then. That's enough. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
If you wanted to keep him after he was dead, the wicked old screw, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying there, gasping out his last, alone by himself.
That's the truest word that was ever spoke. It's a judgment on him.
I wish it were a heavier one, and it should have been. He may depend on it, if I could have laid my hands on anything else. Open the bundle, Josephine, and let me know the value of it. Speak out plain. I'm not afraid to be the first, nor afraid for them to see it. We knew pretty well that we were helping ourselves before coming here, I believe. It's no sin. Open the bundle, Josephine.
No, no, my dear. I won't think of letting you of being the first to show what you've earned from this. I throw in mine. It's not very expensive, see? Some seals, pencil case, sleeve buttons.
Nice sleeve buttons, though.
Not bad, not bad. A brooch there.
A pitiful lot, really. 10 and 6, not a sixpence more.
You can't be serious.
That's your account, and I wouldn't give another sixpence if I was to be boiled for not doing it. Who's next?
Me.
Sheets, towels, cup, some boots.
Here's your total coming up. £2.10. If you asked me for another penny and made it an open question, I'd repent for being so liberal and knock off half a crown.
Not in my bundle, Josephine.
So many knots, madam. What do you call this? Bed curtains?
Ah, yes. Bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took them down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I did. Why not?
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it.
I certainly shan't hold my hand when I can get anything in it by reaching it out. For the sake of such a man as he was. I promise you, Josephine. Don't drop the lamp oil on the blankets now.
His blankets?
Whose else do you think? He's not likely to catch cold without them, I dare say.
Let's hope he didn't die of anything catching.
Don't you be afraid of that. I'm not so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him for such things as he did. Ah, you mowed through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it, nor a threadbare place. It's the best one he had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you mean they'd have wasted it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. If that though ain't good enough for such a purpose, it ain't good enough then for anything. It's quite as becoming to the body. He can't look uglier than he did in that one.
£1.06 for the lot. That's the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead.
Obscene demons! Why not market the corpse itself and sell its trimmings? Spirit, I see it. I see it. This unhappy man, this stripped bare corpse. My life holds parallel. My life ends this way now. Spirit, this is a frightful place. And in leaving it, I will not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. Let me see some tenderness connected with the death. Or that dark chamber we have just left will forever be present to me. Spirit.
This color hurts my eyes. That's better. My eyes grow weak sewing by candlelight. I shouldn't want to show your father weak eyes when he comes home. Not for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. But I think he's been walking a bit slower these past few evenings, Mother.
I've known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder and fast indeed.
So have I, Mother. Often.
So have I. He was light to carry, and your father loved him so that it was no trouble. No trouble. And there's your father at the door.
Father.
Hello, wife. Children. Children. How good to see you all. And wife, look at the sewing. I have no doubt with all your industry, we shall have a quilt to set upon our knees in church on Sunday.
You made the arrangements then, Robert, for the service to be on Sunday?
The funeral. Oh, well, yes. Yes, I did. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him I would walk there on Sunday after the service. My little child. My little child. Forgive me. I saw Mr. Scrooge's nephew, who, you know, I only met just once before. And he was so wonderful to me, wife. He is the most pleasant-spoken gentleman I have ever met. He said, I am heartily sorry for it, and I am heartily sorry for your good wife. If I can be of any service to you in any way, here's where I live. And he gave me this card.
Let me see it.
And he looked me straight in the eyes, wife, and said to me meaningfully, I pray you'll come to me, Mr. Cratchit. If you need some help, I pray you do. Now, it wasn't for the sake of anything he might be able to do for us, so much as for his kind way. But it seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
You would be sure of it, my dear, if you saw and spoke to him. I shouldn't be at all surprised if he got Peter a situation.
Only knew that, Peter.
And then you'll be setting up for yourself and keeping company with someone.
Get along with you.
Just as likely as not, one of these days. Though there's plenty of time for that, my dear. But however and whenever, we part from one another. I am sure none of us shall forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we?
Never.
And when we recollect how patient and mild he was, we shall not quarrel easily amongst ourselves, and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing so.
Never.
I am very happy. I am. I am very, very happy.
Spirit, something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how I know it. Am I that man those ghoulish parasites so gloated over? Before I draw near to that stone upon which you point, answer me one question. Do you show me the shadows of things that will be, or the shadows of things that may be only, Spirit? Oh no, Spirit. Oh no. I am not the man I was, and I am not the man I would have been but for this intercourse. Why show me this if I am past all hope? I see by your wavering hand that your good nature intercedes for me and pities me. Assure me that I may yet change the shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart all the year round. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Assure me that I may sponge away the writing that is upon this stone. Spirit, I am praying before you. Show me a sign that all is still possible. Show me a sign that all hope for me is not lost. Oh, Spirit, I am praying before you. Give me a sign.
The firm of Scrooge and Marley is doubly blessed. Two misers turned. One, alas, in death too late, but the other miser turned in time's penultimate nick. Look you on my friend, Ebenezer Scrooge.
I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me.
Yes, Ebenezer, the bedpost is your own. Believe it. Yes, Ebenezer, the room is your own. Believe it.
Oh, Jacob Marley, wherever you are, know ye, I praise you for this. I praise you and heaven and Christmas time. Oh, Jacob, I say to ye on my knees. Great bed curtains, not torn down. They are here. I am here. The shadows that would have been may now be dispelled. I know they'll be, Jacob. I'll know they'll be. I'm as happy as an angel, as light as a feather, as merry as a schoolboy, as giddy as a drunken man. This is truly a blessed day. Hello! everybody, and a Happy New Year. Hello there. Hello. I don't know what day of the year it is. And I don't care. And I don't know anything at all. I'm quite the baby. And I don't care a fig. I'd much rather be a baby than an old wicked screw like me or Marley. Sorry, Jacob, wherever ye be. You, boy. What day of the year is it?
Today, sir? Why, it's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. I haven't missed that at all, have I? The spirits. They did it all in one night. They can do anything like that, right? Of course they can. Of course they can.
Excuse me, sir?
Oh, yes. What's your name, boy?
Adam, sir.
A remarkable name, Adam. Do you know the butcher's on the next street, but the one on the corner?
I certainly should hope I know him, sir.
An intelligent boy. A remarkable boy. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey? And I don't mean the little one, Adam. I mean the big one.
What, you mean the one they've got there that's as big as me?
I mean the one the size of Adam. That's the bird.
It's hanging there now, sir.
Go and buy it. No, I'm in absolute earnest. Go and buy it. And bring it here. Come back here with the man, I'll give you a shilling. Come back here in under 5 minutes, I'll give you 3.
Oh my, sir! Don't let my brother in on this.
An act of kindness is like the first green grape of summer. One leads to another and another. It would take a queer man indeed not to follow an act of kindness with an act of kindness. One simply wets the tongue for more. The taste of kindness is too sweet. It was always said of Scrooge that he knew to keep Christmas well. And here comes that boy with the turkey man running now.
I'm here! Here I am, sir. 3 minutes flat. A world record. I've got the butcher man and he's got the bird. I've earned my prize, sir. If I live.
Remarkable run, Adam. Oh my! Look at the size of that bird. He would have never carried it all the way to Camden Town. His legs would have snapped in under a minute.
Camden Town's where it's going, sir?
Oh, I didn't say? Yes, Camden Town. Bob Cratchit's house. He's not to know who sends him this. Understand? Not a word.
I understand, sir. Not a word.
This is for the taxi. This is for the turkey. And this is for your world record run, Adam.
I haven't got any change for that, sir.
Then keep it, my lad. It's Christmas Day.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas.
And you've given me a bit overmuch here too, sir.
Of course I have. It's Christmas.
Oh, well, thanking you, sir. I'll have this bird over to Mr. Cratchit and his family in no time, sir. Don't you worry not about that. Merry Christmas to you, sir, and a very Happy New Year, too.
Merry Christmas, sir. A Happy New Year, madam. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, madam.
Merry Christmas, sir.
It's you, madam. I hope you were successful yesterday. It's very kind what you do.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, Scrooge is my name. Though you might not find it very pleasurable, allow me to ask your pardon. Would you do me the kindness of...
My dear sir, Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
I am, and not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in this. Come and see me, will you?
I will, Mr. Scrooge. It would be my pleasure.
Thank you. Bless you 50 times. Fred!
Why, bless my soul, who's that?
It is I, your Uncle Scrooge.
Dear heart alive.
I've come for dinner. May I come in?
May you come in? With such pleasure for me, you may. What a treat.
What a treat, Uncle Scrooge. Come in, come in.
Everyone come and meet my Uncle Scrooge. He's come for our Christmas party.
What are you doing here on this day? A full 18 minutes late, Cratchit. Hello, sir? Do you hear me?
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
You are? Yes, I should certainly think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please.
It's only but once a year, sir. Shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday and into the night.
Now, Cratchit, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. Therefore, I'm about to raise your salary.
Oh, no, sir. Wait, what did you say?
Merry Christmas, Cratchit, and a merrier Christmas than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to help your struggling family. We'll discuss your affairs over a cup of mulled wine this afternoon. Light the fires and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another I. It's too damn cold in this place. We need warmth and cheer. Do you hear me, Bob Cratchit? Do you hear me?
But Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die. He became a second father. He became as good a man, as good a master, as good a friend, as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world. And it had always been known of him that he knew to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone.
Joy to